Submarine and Yacht Sales, and another episode of Stem to Stern. Today we're going to be covering the 28 GT. It's a brand new boat, just got it in. It's the little sister of the 35 GT, so let's go check it out. All right, and welcome aboard. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the little sister of the 35 GT. Much like the bigger GT, this is meant as a gentleman's grand tourer. If the 35 GT is kind of like a Rolls-Royce Phantom, this is kind of like an Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Smaller, tighter, nimble, still very fast and very luxurious. So let's move on up to the helm here. So you can see this boat is decked out with all sorts of nice varnished mahogany throughout the boat. Gives a really high-end, classy, old-school finish. This boat has a single Garmin chart plotter, and it has the mahogany steering wheel, weighted center cap, as with all the Chris Craft, and the vinyl wrapped wheel. As always, we have the flip-up bolsters for the helm seats. You have a glove box in here, and this boat, despite being only a 28, does actually have a head on board, so we can flip this open. And you can look in there. So you have a sink, a little countertop, electric Tecma head in porcelain, very civilized. So we move up forward here. We have a wraparound settee with storage underneath, as well as storage under both sides here for stuff like lines and fenders. Up forward, as usual, you have your stainless steel windlass with stainless steel anchor and 200 feet of chain. You have several lockers in the floor here. Underneath here is where your bow thruster lives, with its own separate battery to isolate it from all the other electronics on board. If you back up a touch, you have another huge locker under here, which is good for wakeboards, skis, all that kind of stuff. So this boat is, again, a full heritage boat, which means it has all the teak, as the teak decking, tow rail, swim platform, all that kind of stuff. We also have another 28 GT in, which is a heritage trim boat, and that means it has all the teak with the exception of the teak flooring. I'm not going to cover that boat just because it's the exact same boat, just without the teak flooring. If we swing around back here, as always, we have the lovely quilted upholstery. You have flip-down cup holders here and here. In fact, cup holders abound on this boat. You're never looking for a place to put your cup down. Underneath here, you have a refrigerator for keeping all your beers cold. And then also, like on the 35 GT, so when you're driving along, you have this nice big wraparound settee, but when you're sitting at the dock enjoying a cocktail, this flips forward, turns the whole back of the boat into a giant sun pad. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the engine. Like I said, because this is a brand new boat, we literally just got it in. We haven't put the batteries on board yet. So I'm going to take this opportunity to show you a feature that a lot of other boats with electric engine hatches don't have. So if you come back here, under this hatch, and it's on friction hinges so it doesn't fall down on you. If you look down in the locker, stick it all the way in, you can see there's a couple of battery posts there. You can edit it. And what that allows you to do is that even if you have dead batteries, or in this case, no batteries, it means that you can open up your engine hatch to get access to the engine room. So I'm going to do that right now. It has the 8.2 liter Mercruiser Big Block V8, good for 380 horsepower. Only difference is that in this boat, you only have one instead of two. It's still, because it's a slightly smaller boat, it gives you a top end speed of over 50 miles an hour. Once again, the Mercruiser engines are fantastic, really smooth, really quiet, really efficient, and just makes the boat go along really, really well. All right, one last thing I wanted to talk about on this boat is that, much like her bigger sister, it also does have a side door here, which makes it easy to get on and off the boat when you're at the dock. So that just flips and then lifts and rotates, and has a magnetic clasp right there so that it doesn't swing around on you. So in review, if you're looking for a boat that has the luxury of the 35 GT but want something in a little bit smaller package, this is a fantastic boat for you. One last thing I want to point out, and because this is a single engine boat, it doesn't have a joystick, which means you're going to be doing a lot more steering. So something that we do and produce here, actually I do here at Harborside Marina, is we make these custom mahogany and maple power knobs for your steering wheel, which mounts up right here. You can put it on any boat really, but they're custom made here. Beautiful little wooden knobs with bearings in it, and just makes the whole driving experience a lot easier because you can really swing through the turns. So if you like this boat or like any of your other boats, please feel free to swing on by, come check them out. If you like this video, hit our subscribe button or hit our like button, follow us on Instagram, and I guess that's it for today. So I see you guys out on the water.